Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today we're going to do a 30-minute total body strengthening and stretching yoga flow. And it's really for any level, and I'll be giving you modifications throughout. So let's come to the top of our mat with our feet hip distance. Think of your outer hips. Your feet are straight. We tend to go out, so let's bring them straight. And we're going to lift our toes and spread them. So the only thing touching the mat are the balls and heels of your feet. Your knees aren't locked and they aren't bent. They're soft. And then you're going to roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your arms to your side with your palms facing forward. Ears back and lift up through the crown. As you inhale, let your arms float up without your shoulders lifting and without your elbows bending. Stop where you feel stuck. As you exhale, either through nostrils or pursed lips, very slowly exhaling, bring your arms with control to your side. Inhale, lifting up. You might even feel the chest and chin lifting with them. Exhale, bringing your hands to your side. Slow breaths, one more time. And now we're going to do shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders back and down. Inhaling, bringing them forward, up. Exhaling, back and down. And one more. Then we're going to soften the knees even more, a slight micro bend. Let the arms hang and swing. As you breathe, we never hold our breath in yoga. And you want to concentrate on the exhale, making it last as long as you can. And then come to the middle. You're still in mountain pose at the top of your mat. And as you inhale, you're going to let your arms lift. Let your chest and your chin lift, but don't bend the elbows. Don't shrug your shoulders. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend your hips and your knees. See how my back stays straight? And then you let your head drop and you hang here. Or you cross your arms and you sway. This is called ragdoll pose. Releasing your upward back and neck. And then we're going to do a half lift. So you're just going to walk up as high as you need to press into your legs and to bring a completely straight back. Bringing your chest forward. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. No rounding of the spine. Bend your knees. Hang here, resting on your thighs. Set up your hands by spreading your fingers, pressing into finger pads. Walking back a few steps. And then, see how my shoulders are over my wrist? This is not downward dog. I want to bring the shoulders back. The heels downward. They don't have to touch. And then I'm going to bend the knees to enable this. My hands are pushing forward. My hips are reaching back and up. My heels are pressing downward. My belly button's pulling in towards my spine and my neck is relaxed. Downward dog. Take those nostril breaths or pursed lips breaths. And slowly exhaling as slow as you can. Walk your feet back. We're going into plank. Bring shoulders over wrists and your hips are level. You're a plank of wood. If this is too much, come to your knees and breathe. 3 slow breaths. And then we're going to bend the elbows without bringing the elbows out to the side too much. Again, you can come to your knees, and this is chaturanga. Then you come to your knees. You slowly lower to your chest and your chin. Walk your hands right under your shoulders. Push back. Keep your buttocks up in the air. Slide your hands forward and bow your chest and head for puppy pose. 3 breaths. Walk your hands back. Bring your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders, and we're gonna cat-cow. As we exhale, we stretch like a cat. As we inhale, we arch and lift forward. Exhale, stretching like a cat. Inhale, cow, and move with your breath. Meet back in the center, and we don't want a cow, we don't want a cat. We're right in the middle, neutral spine. Bring right arm forward, left leg back, reach, but keep your hips even. That's called bird dog. And then we're gonna switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Again, keep that right hip even. Take a breath. And switch side. Once you set up, take a breath. Slow exhale. Switch sides. Lower the hip and take a breath. We're going to do one more set. This time, right arm, left leg. And last one, left arm, right leg. These are called bird dog, but also reverse crunches. And then we're going to bring our hands under our shoulders, and we're going to walk our knees back slightly and bring our chest forward and up for cobra. If this pinches your back, you cannot go as deeply. Don't ever hurt yourself in yoga. And then we're going to come back to that downward dog. And remember, we're being pulled in 3 directions. Your hands are pushing forward, your hips are pulling back and up, and your heels are reaching down. And walk it into a forward fold. Feet as wide as your hips. Bend your knees. That's important to protect your back. And hang here on your thighs, releasing your neck. And then walk your hands up as high as you need to press into them and straighten your legs and straighten your back. Half lift. And then bend your knees, hang. Now we're not going to bring the knees forward for chair pose. We're going to keep them over the ankles, but bend them. Press into your thighs as you bring your buttocks way back. And just come up as high as you can without hurting your back. It's kind of like a lightning bolt. You see that? The hands can stay here, or they can come into namaste, or they can come in out to your sides in cobra. We're going to slowly come up, lift up from the armpits, open your heart, and twist it out. That was a sun salutation. Step back to the top of your mat. We're going to lift our toes and spread them. Soften the knees. Shoulders back and down and palms forward. Ears back and lift up from the crown. No shrugging of the shoulders. And we're going to sit back in that chair. Knees stay over the ankles. And then we're going to stand and squeeze in the butt cheeks. And then we're going to sit back in that chair. And then we're going to stand and squeeze. Sit back in the chair. Stand and squeeze. You don't have to go very far, but you do have to keep the knees bent over the ankles to protect them. And actually, you don't ever want to squat past your knees, because then we're not working the glutes, which is the purpose in chair pose. Let's do 2 more. This will reverse sitting. If you sit a lot, you want to fire up the glutes so you don't have glute amnesia. And then shake it out. Take a cleansing breath with an audible sigh. Ha! If you have glute amnesia, you're going to have back issues because your glutes are your back shock absorbers. We're now going to step to the top of our mat again and find mountain pose. This is not a waste of time. This is an important pose. The feet are hip distance. They're straight. The toes are lifting. The knees are soft. Shoulders are back and down and palms forward. Ears back. Lift up from the crown, not the chin. Then you're gonna bring your hands into Namaste. So you spread your fingers, you press from the top to the bottom, and bring your thumbs to your breastbone. And then on the inhale, go ahead and lift your right heel and step it back. You want to keep the hip distance between your feet. Okay, so you're on railroad tracks. Your hands are in Namaste. And then you're going to bend both knees, but don't let them wiggle right or left. Keep them in the center. And then you're going to inhale and you're going to straighten your legs, lift your arms, chest and chin. Exhale, Namaste hands, bend both knees. This is called high lunge crescent pose. Inhale, reach up, straightening your legs. Exhale, back down. And we're going to hold this. Keep the heel lifted. Keep the knees steady. Even if they're slightly wobbly, keep them in the center. You can also straighten your arms and breathe. Look at a spot on the wall that's not moving. Breathe in and out of your nostrils with a slow exhale. And then we're going to bring our hands back to Namaste, step out, and shake it out, and we're going to go to the other side. You can stay at the same top of your mat. I'm turning so you can see. This time we're going to lift the left heel, walk it back. Bend both knees slowly, keeping them straight, not going to right or left. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, high lunge crescents. Inhale. This pose is so important for enabling you to have strong lower body. And we're going to hold this. You can do Namaste, or you can straighten your arms. Don't shrug your shoulders. And then we're going to slowly step out and shake it out. All right, we're going to go into an important balance called tree pose. On the mat is the hardest, the most challenging. The floor is a little less challenging. And then you can also move to something to lightly tap with your hand for support. You're going to bring the weight into the right foot, especially that big toe. Then you're going to bring your left foot into a kickstand. Do you see this right hip? I call this sassy hip. Pull it in. Bring your hands into Namaste and imagine you're in mountain pose. You can stay here if you're struggling. If not, slide the foot up below the knee or above it, but the knee is not locked. Don't lock that right knee. Don't stick out that right hip. Oops. And look at something that's not moving. Your hands can stay in Namaste, or you can grow branches to your tree. And take 3 nostril breaths or pursed lips. Tree pose. If you're breathing and you're like, I'm taking 4 breaths, that's okay. Try to slow it down. We're going to come out slowly, reversing everything. Shake it out, and we're going to go to the left side. Pressing into the whole foot, but especially the big toe. Right foot comes in kickstand, left hip tucks in. Namaste, hands, look at your drishti in front of you, something that's not moving. And you can slide the foot below the knee or above it, never on it. You can also grow branches and breathe. If you start to fall out, see if you can sway like a willow tree. Don't get too stiff. One side's always harder. This is my harder side. And we're going to try to reverse everything in slow motion. Come out, shake it out. Bring your feet a little wider, toes slightly out. We're going to try to not move the upper body and just make a circle with the hips. As you breathe, the breath is moving the hips and reverse. That was supposed to be no abs. Turn that off. Sorry about that. And shake it out. We're now going to come into wide legs for Warrior Two. We're going to turn the left foot to the corner of your mat or front. The important thing is not where it goes, it's where the knee goes. The knee needs to stay in line with the middle toes to protect that joint. Then you're not going to lean to the inside of this right leg. You're going to lean to the outside, the pinky toe side. And then we're going to take this sassy hip in. Okay, you see that? We're going to bring our arms out, palms up. Pull the shoulder blades down your back and look at a dristi wherever you want for 3 breaths in Warrior Two. Might be 4 breaths. Try to slow it down. The exhale's the slowest. And then we're going to lean with our arms overhead for side angle warrior. We're not leaning forward. We're doing sideways. And then we're going to lean the opposite way for reverse warrior. And then we're going to go sideways. And then reverse. And then we're going to go side angle warrior. And then reverse. And then one more. Keep breathing. Back in the center, palms together, feet straight. We're going to toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. And then we're going to hop, hop, hop. And then, if you can, hop with your legs wide. You don't have to do that. Turn your right foot to the corner or top of your mat. Bend the knee, but don't let it sink into the big toe. Keep it in the middle toes. Lean to the pinky toe side of that foot. Bring that left sassy hip in. Arms out, palms up, shoulder blades down your back. Look wherever you want at your dristi and breathe in Warrior Two. Nostrils or pursed lips as slow exhale as you comfortably can. And then with your breath, we're going to side angle warrior. Inhale back up, exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, side warrior without leaning on the hand. And flow with your breath. A few more times. Slow is your breath. Don't use momentum. Use your muscles. Use your breath. Your breath is your momentum. It's moving you. Last one. Back in the center. Namaste hands. Feet straight. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Hop. And let's all let out a loud sigh. Ha! Shake it out. All right, we're going to do one more sun salutation with a vinyasa. And then we're going to end up on the floor for some poses. So take a moment for mountain pose. Never get lazy here. Feet are straight, toes are lifted, knees are soft, shoulders down, palms forward, ears back, and crown lifting. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold and hang and release. And then half lift. And then fold and release. And step back to a downward dog. Take a deep inhale. And then we're going to do some yogi push-ups. Exhale, plank. Inhale, bend those knees, push your hips back, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Shoulders over wrists, legs stiff. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Now come to your knees. And bend your elbows for chaturanga. And push up. Yogi push-ups. Then push up. Then push up. Then I'm going to push my butt back and up. I'm going to slide my hands, bow my chin for puppy pose. Chest is bowed. Head is bowed. And then I'm going to bring my hands and shoulders right in line with each other. And bring your chest up for cobra. And then we're going to slowly lower to our belly. We're going to do locust pose. My feet are hip distance, toenails on the mat. My hands are going to be right under my shoulders. My elbows are not going out or in. They're kind of neutral. And then I'm going to press into my pubic bone. And I'm going to lift my chest, my hands, and my legs. Take a breath and come back down. Completely relax. Relax those glutes. Squeeze those glutes. Press into your pubic bone. Lift chest, hands, and legs for a breath in Cobra Locust pose. It's just a modified locust pose. And then come back down. Relax the glutes, relax everything. One more. Take a breath. Come back down. Stack your hands to rest your head. Bend your knees and do windshield wipers as you catch your breath and start to slow down your breath. And then toenails back to the mat. Arms to your side this time for traditional locust pose. Palms are up. Same thing, press into the pubic bone. Lift chest, hands and legs and chin for 3 breaths. Slowly come down, rest your head, and windshield wipers. Bring your hands under your shoulders, cobra pose, then come to your back. With knees bent, feet hip distance, arms out to the side. Bring your heels towards your sits bones, and do not allow your knees to splay out, okay? Squeeze your butt cheeks, lift as high as you can. Take a breath in bridge pose. And slowly lower and relax. And again. And lower. And again. And lower. And then widen your feet and do windshield wipers with your head looking opposite your knees. Back in the center, heels in line with your sits bones, knees not splaying out. Squeeze those butt cheeks, lift as high as you can, and hold for 3 breaths. Feel the breaths in your belly. Never turn your neck in bridge pose. Lift a little higher, 1 more breath, and lower down. Hug in that right knee. If you can, without hurting your back, straighten the left leg. And toes go pointing and flexing. And then hug in that knee and act like you're going to lift and kiss it. And switch sides, hugging in the left knee, straightening the right leg, or keeping the right foot on the floor. Your back will tell you what works. And point and flex. And then hug it in and kiss it. And then we're going to bring both feet to the ceiling. We're going to stretch the hamstrings out, but we're going to use dynamic stretching, okay? So it's important that there's not even a soft bend in your knee. That won't work. There has to be a straight one. We're actually going to bring the left foot to the floor to make it a little easier. Just focus on one leg at a time. Some of you will have to come forward to straighten the leg. Go as far as you can without a bent knee. Kick your heel up and your toe down towards your shin. And then point it, just like we did a moment ago. And then flex it. And then point it. And then flex it, kick the heel up, bring the toes down. You can wrap behind your thighs, but don't bend your knees, and you can even hug it in for 3 breaths. And then we're going to come into a figure 4 pose with your right leg. If you have right knee issues, flex your toes in. Otherwise, relax them. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to firmly press it to the inner right knee. And then I want you to press your knee into your hand. Take a breath. And let it go. This is great for sciatica. You might even feel your lower back releasing. Press into your hand resists, take a breath. Release, relax. 1 more, and we're going to hold this for 3 to 4 slow breaths. pressing into your hand, breathing. Nostrils or pursed lips. And then we're going to switch sides. Again, your right leg can be straight if it doesn't hurt your back. We're going to lift the heel towards the ceiling, toes down. Some people can get a better stretch with that right knee bend, which I would suggest. The knee is straight. We're going to point and flex. Point, pull those toes down and lift that heel. That's where you get the hamstring stretch. Point and flex. Lift that heel. One more time. Flex, lift that heel, hold this, or you can grab behind your thigh and hug it in deeper for 3 breaths. Come into figure 4. Use your left hand this time, flexing your toes in if you have a bad knee, or relaxing it if you don't, and press into your hands. You might feel that low back release instantly. And release. And again. Nice breath, slow and easy. Release. And one more, which we're going to hold for 3 to 4 breaths. Breathing through the nostrils or pursed lips. Release. We're going to come into a cobbler pose. I'm going to give you 2 options. One of them is bring the soles of your feet together like they're clapping. It's like namaste feet. Let your knees drop. If this is too much, you can lift them up and grab your shins. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift our knees, feet are on the floor, squeeze your thighs, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Press your feet together. And then press your feet into the floor, squeeze your thighs. And again, press your feet together. Let your thighs drop where they will. This is called cobbler pose or butterfly. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze, and then press your feet together. And one more. Squeeze, press your feet together, drop your thighs, and then lift up your feet to grab your shins, ankles, or feet. Hug your feet towards you and rock. And let out a cleansing breath, maybe with an audible sigh. And then we're going to bring our feet as wide as the edges of our mat. Bring our arms out. We're going to let both knees drop to the right and maybe look to the left if that doesn't hurt you. And then inhale back in the center, and as you exhale, do the opposite twist. And with your slow breath, continue 2 more times on each side. And then in the center, you can just let your knees fall in, or you can do straight wide legs, hands opened. You can close your eyes here, and I just want you to let your breath release. And now I want you to notice the breath coming in and out of your nostrils. Just feel it. Feel the breath coming up and down the back of your throat. Don't force it, just notice it. Now, can you feel the breath in your chest rising and falling? Now you're going to feel a subtle breath in your ribs expanding and contracting. And now you're going to feel the belly breath rising and falling with each breath. And take a big inhale. Let it out of your mouth. Ha! Start to hug in your knees. Roll to your side and sit up in an easy pose. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together into your heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and God bless you. I hope you come back and practice 1, 2, 3 times a week.